Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm here with another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing some Mono Blue Aggro today. And a quick disclaimer is I've actually already played the first two rounds of this league, so I'm only going to be playing 3 rounds with the deck. It's gonna be a quick video, quick league. This deck doesn't even take that long typically. So three matches with the deck. We'll finish it out. We're 1-1 in the league right now. Again, I typically like to post full leagues on my channel, but I'm going to make an exception and just finish out this league, and then I'm probably going to record another league. Okay, so this is Mono Blue Aggro. Pretty standard deck. I'm not going to really go into too much of a deck tech. I've played this deck a couple other times on my channel. There's a link down to subscribe to my channel below in the description. Below that, there's a link to go to the channel. You can just go to the channel, check out this deck, a bunch of other tier 1 decks, a bunch of brews. So just go check it out, subscribe if you like the content, and throw a like on this video. But I'm not going to go through too much of a deck tech. Everyone should know this deck who plays Pauper. If you don't, again, you can check out the detailed deck techs on my other videos. But this is Mono Blue Aggro, and let's just go right into it. We're in round 3. In round 1, I faced actually an opponent who I played a couple times, who's a strong opponent. Let me just go to the league here. Um, let's see. I think it'll just pop up if I do this, right? Okay. Yeah, Tinkmaster, and they were on a pretty cool deck. It was a Task Force brew. If you haven't looked up that card, look it up. I think it's a 1 mana or 3 mana 1/3. It's a white card, and whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability, it gets +0/+3. And then you also play this 1 mana core with a 0 mana ability that says target a creature you control, and it like just prevents 1 damage, or 1 damage that would be dealt to that core is dealt to the other creature instead. But you just keep targeting it. You make it like infinite toughness, and then you switch the power and toughness and attack. So that's what we played against here. And then I was kind of rushed in between rounds of the challenge where I started this league, and I kind of punted against Tron here. So 1-1, and we're going round 3, and we're against Saraki. Let's go. Yeah, his hand looks great. I could just pass with Force Spike up, but I'm likely going to be able to Force Spike something anyway. So I think I'm just going to lead with a faeries here, because then turn 2 I could pass with Spellfetter / Force Spike up. I'll draw one of these. I think another land is good, but I don't think I need 2 more lands necessarily. Oh, is this Stompy? Could be Stompy, could be Elves. We don't know yet. I could get greedy and just Ninja here, but I don't want to Ninja. I can Ninja next turn. I think what I'm going to do is try to Spellfetter this turn if they let me, because then next turn I can go Ninja plus Force Spike if possible. Could also just Force Spike this Winding Way, but I think I want to just get my Spellfetter down. I also can Ninja back my Spellfetter, which is really nice. So I'm going to take this line. They're not attacking. I'm likely going to be able to get to Force Spike something again, like I said. So I think this is pretty nice, this line here. Because we have the Force Spike again, it's just so strong. And then we get Spellfetter like next turn. So if they go like land, Winding Way, yeah, it's annoying. Okay, are they going to play a 3-drop? That would be just so good. Okay, it's Defenders. Our draw has been pretty good here, though. And I just got lucky the way everything worked out. I was able to sequence Spellfetter into Force Spike was really nice there. I was able to use all my mana, deploy my Ninja. I still have Spellfetter now. I can actually just Ninja this Faeries here if I want. I think I do want to. I'm going to do it. Even though I don't have Spellfetter for 2 up then, I get to draw 2 cards here, so I might just draw a counterspell, and I get to hit for more damage. Just seems good to me, honestly. Now I could just commit Miscreant and Faeries here to the board, because I'd only be leaving out Spellfetter for 1 anyway. I think I'm actually going to do that. It's kind of weird, but I'll just draw this Snap. I think it's good enough. They can't do like that much this turn. Yeah, Winding Way, they're not even, that doesn't even add to the board really. Tinderwall, okay. So they can block one of the ninjas, but I can just either snap the Tinderwall or the Korean Ranger. If I snap this, they can just sacrifice it to add mana and I don't get to untap my lands, but then that's fine if they want to just sacrifice it. I just get to play 2 mana, kill your thing. Yeah. I'll preordain. Should I top? I think I can top. I just want to find a counterspell at this point. Okay, well, these is gotta be good enough, right? Just go top, top. Then we have a spell fighter for 4 up. We're drawing extra cards. This should be pretty much over here. Yeah, okay. Our curve was just like perfect there. That was pretty insane. All right, let's bring in gut shots, coral nets. Could also bring in echoing truth, but I don't think I really want to. Spire Golem's a little bit slow. They might have a scattershot archer, which is annoying. But I kind of have to just counter that or coral net it. There's not that much I can do. Coral net is really strong in this matchup. I think I'm supposed to leave in Force Spike. It's bad like once they get like an Overgrown Battlement or an Axebane Guardian down, but it's good at stopping those things early. They know about it, so let's see. Could just side out a couple Spire Golems because they're kind of slow. Not sure how I'm supposed to sideboard. Sometimes I like to sideboard out like a ninja or two just because they have so many things that block ninja. Like all their creatures block ninja pretty well. And Spire Golem can at least clock them. It's weird, but I could just do like this. I could even side out another ninja, but again, if I am able to get one ninja hit in, bouncing spell splitter is also pretty good. I'll just do like this. Maybe I'm not supposed to cut fairies here at all. Could cut a snap or another Spire Golem. Gutshot's also not great, but killing Quirion Ranger is pretty huge. I'll just do this. Not like 100% here, but whatever. This matchup's actually not that great for us. They just have so many things that we actually really need to counter. And they have just like a bunch of big blockers for our ninjas. We really just need to get there in the air. All right, I mean, I'm keeping this. They kept 7. It's scary when that deck gets to keep 7, for sure. All right, there's Scattershot. Don't like to see that. Delver can be pretty decent against that, though. As long as they don't have Quirion Ranger or second Scattershot. Caretaker only 1 land, so they just kept it because of Scattershot here. Ninja? No. Okay, so I could just snap this now. I don't hate that. I don't know if I need to. I guess it is good because then they can't just get a free mana from Caretaker and I can counter this on the way back down. I think I'm just going to do that. Just not even going to bother attacking. I could have pondered to set up the Delver flip, but I can try to do that next turn. All right, I mean, I think I'm supposed to just let this resolve. I don't really care too much about that. And if they just go Scattershot here, which I was hoping they would, I can counter it. Yeah, so I like my line. Okay, so now I go Ponder because it's better at setting up a Delver flip. We don't get to set up a Delver flip here. I could just hit with Ninja and draw a card. I could shuffle here and then draw a card. Then if they use Caretaker, they might not have good blocks on my Ninja. Probably good enough. I'm just going to shuffle. Those might have been good enough to draw also, but Because I wasn't able to set up a flip, I think this is okay. I'm not like super confident. Okay, snap is good. Especially because they're just so tight on mana here. Or are they playing like a winding way? Okay. That doesn't even affect the board. I'm fine with that. Okay, Scattershot Archer. Oh, they named a land? Wow. I've never seen somebody name land. I don't think that's basically ever correct, but they did it. All right, why don't I start by attacking with Ninja, and then I'll probably just go Ponder Delver, most likely. That was such a strange play from the opponent. I could also just snap this because they're so tight on mana. I'm probably going to do that. Wow, no Delver flips at all. But now what I can do is I think I can just draw these. I think these are just good enough. Because I can play Fairy Miscreant and then have spells that are available. Let's just bounce this. Miscreant. And then I can even have spells that are for 2 up here. No need to play Delver if it's not going to flip. Now I'll just counter this. 1 drop. They must just have like a bunch of Axebane Guardians or something in hand. Yeah. And then I'm drawing Spire Golem, and then I can scry the island away with this Preordain. It's just bottom top. Yeah. I mean, opponent's draw was just not good here. I guess I shouldn't have played these first because I'm gonna draw a card off this Ninja. But I was likely gonna do that anyway. I guess I could have deployed Double Delver, but I didn't take that line. It's not even necessarily better to play Double Delver, but kind of just going on autopilot there. I'm just gonna let this resolve because they might even name land again. They chose creature, okay. So they hit 4 cards, but doesn't really do anything. So now I can counter the next creature they play. So I don't know why they played Winding Way. They maybe didn't have anything else they could play, but I think this game is probably over as well. Even if I don't flip Delver, it's going to be rough for them. I'm just going to attack with everything, including Delver. I don't care if they trade. Ponder. I just don't think I need these. I'm already like having like super lethal next turn, so just finding another piece of interaction is just exactly what I want. So now I can just pass the double counter up, and there's nothing they can do. I don't even need to flip this Delver. Just gonna try to basically counter everything they do. So nice round 1 against walls there. Actually, round 3, I should say. So we advance to 2 and 1, and let's go round 4. All right, welcome to round 4 here. That was a quick round 1. This deck does generally go pretty quick. I mean, it's an aggro deck at heart. We're against Tarmophir 3. Just going to lead Berries here. This is always a nice combination, a nice use of Snap in this deck. If they do happen to play like a flying blocker on turn 1, you can always go Snap it and then Ninja on the same turn because you get to untap the 2 lands. So it's pretty nice. Ooh. Force Spike. Also, don't know if you can hear that, but somebody has like been lighting off fireworks every single night. I think it's like something from downtown San Diego. I live in San Diego, California. I think it's something, bunch of fireworks going off. Okay, let's see. I could just not take this Spire Golem because I'm not going to deploy it for a long time. Probably just ninjing anyway next turn, but I think Force Spike is good enough. Maybe both of these are fine. I think they're just fine draws. It's just drawn. Even if I have to tap 3 mana to deploy a Spire Golem, it can still be decent. And I probably won't have to do that. I'll probably find another land at some point. Jaspera Sentinel, that is annoying. So I can snap it and then Ninja. I think I'm gonna do that. Because then they might not even have good blocks on my ninja the following turn, and I might get to draw 2 cards. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. The snap plus turn 2 ninja is really nice. Don't get that 4 spike up, but still pretty good. Now Sentinel doesn't even block this that well. And wow, they didn't have any other play. Jeez, that's good for me. So now let's just go land, attack. Now this 4 spike is just going to be insane. Elves is actually a pretty bad matchup for us, though. Let's go faeries here. Another ninja and a delver. I feel like these are good enough, except for the fact that, I mean, I can just ninja next turn, and then I think drawing delver is going to be good enough. Let's just top. These cards seem strong. And then pass with 4 spike up. I'll just 4 spike anything they play since they have already shown that they missed a land drop. So 4 spike is just looking so strong. I've played lists with 4 spikes and it's been pretty good, honestly. So they have a 1/2 reach. Can't forget about reach. Could still attack with everything, let them kill one thing and get my second ninja in, but I don't even think I need to do that, honestly. Still fine drawing it. Let's draw the Delver, and then let's preordain to start, because I want to find some interaction. Oh yeah. Let's just go bottom, top. I could have gone top, but I do want the 4 spike this turn. I think I'll just play Spire Golem, because I want to leave up 4 spike. I don't know if the Delver is going to flip, and I want a ninja, so I can just attack with Spire Golem and then ninja it back. Maybe drawing a land was good enough, but I'm just going to 4 spike anything they do. If they drew land and then were able to do 2 things, yeah, it would be annoying, but yeah. Jaspera Sentinel makes this matchup so much worse than it used to be. Which is getting to fire off these 4 spikes is just so strong for us. See if we would have flipped Delver. No, okay. We can set up a Delver flip. So let's go. I could attack with all. They're probably just going to eat Miscreant. And then I ninja from my Fairy Seer. I think I just like attacking with just these 2. They can't really block. I could have Fairy Seered first to actually try to find another land. I probably should have kept that other land on top. I'm going to get greedy and just ponder here. Well, did not get rewarded. I could just shuffle and try to find a land. All right, got punished. These are definitely good enough. I can flip the Delver, and they get 1 turn of doing whatever they want. But, oh, did I just do the wrong order? I thought I put the counterspell second. Well, that sucks. They have no other play? Oh no, I drew. Oh, I already have this counterspell. Duh. I just kind of like totally freaked out there. That was just thinking incorrectly. Okay, so we flip Delver, and then I think I can just attack with all at this point. They're kind of just in trouble here now. I don't care if they eat one of my flyers. They're taking so much extra damage. You should always block the Miscreant because this is good with other Miscreants where Fairy Seer doesn't really stack as well. So they go to 2. Just get to play out some stuff, and they're super dead. They just got stuck on 1 land, and we had the double 4 spike. I didn't play perfectly there, but it just didn't matter. All right. Like I said, this matchup is actually not good for us. Could even bring in Echoing Truth, but I don't think I want to. 4 spike is also a little bit rough, especially because I played 2 of them. I think I'm just going to... I like to do this sometimes. I side out 4 spike, especially when I showed 1 or 2 in the first game, and then people kind of get scared and they choose to play around it sometimes. And so it's like good to not have it in your deck when it can be a dead draw in the late game if they're playing around it in the early game and it's kind of messing with them, even though you don't even have it in your deck. It's just a nice synergy. I could side out two faeries here because Sentinel is so annoying against it. I want to keep in all my Spire Golems because I found a reasonable way just to try to clock them. Obviously, bringing in Gut Shot. Don't think I want Curfew or no Hydroblast, Echoing Truth. Let's just try it like this. This looks fine. This is, I think, a pretty bad matchup though. Like I was saying, I'm gonna snap keep this hand. This is kind of like what you want to see. Opponent's on 6. We can go turn 1 Delver, turn 2 Delver, Ponder, set up the flip, and kill their first 1-drop. Yeah, this is just so good for us. And that's a good draw as well. Wow. When Gutshot's good like that, it's so good. They can use Corian and play another 1-drop. Even if I don't flip this Delver, I can play another one here and set up the double flip. I think I do want to set up a double flip here, so let's try to do that. I don't get to, but I could draw a Coral Net and play it on their Findhorn Elves, or even on their Corian Ranger. I think I'm supposed to play it on Findhorn Elves. I feel like this is actually good enough. I can eventually flip these Delvers and then kill them, and Coral Net is so good here. All right, let's do it. Because if they discard a card here, that's pretty bad for them. They might need to discard 1 card for this turn and then have it die next turn, in which case I get a 2-for-1. Wow, they discard Priest of Titania because they need the mana. They have 2 cards in hand. Oh god. Well, that's probably just going to kill us. We have all 1 toughness stuff, so this is not going to flip. And my stuff's not even going to flip next turn. I think I'm just supposed to go play Fairy Miscreant, leave up Spellsetter Sprite. I could even attack, but then they just block with Findhorn, so I guess I can't. See if they discard their last card here. They don't. Okay. So now they can make a bunch of mana with Corian plus Priest of Titania and equip and shoot my Delver. If they play a spell, I can counter it. I guess they can go equip and then play like a 2-drop. Okay, they just shoot Delver now. Okay, so if they play anything else, I get to counter it. Okay. But I'm drawing Island, right? Definitely in trouble. I'm going to have to flip these Delvers because they're going to kill one of them. Just Longbow is definitely a problem. You have to spell stutter it. Oh, they get to untap and shoot here? Yeah. Forgot about that. Now they can just kill both my Delvers as well. So I'm just dead. This card just can single-handedly beat you. Damn. Wonder if there was any other way I could have played this. I guess I could have just shuffled on the Ponder. But I didn't know about Longbow at the time. I killed Miscreant and Delver rather than both my Delvers. I feel like that's a mistake. I guess they can just double shoot the Delver next turn. So there's probably nothing I can do. All right. Just died to Longbow. Like I said, this matchup is terrible. They also have Spider Silk Armor, which wrecks us. I'm not going to bring in a Null just for those, but it would be interesting. Just need to use Gutshot and Snap to play around that. Thought that hand was going to be so good, but it just never really came together. Then died to Longbow. Okay, Snap, keep this. This hand looks great. Gutshot, Coral Net, double Spell Setter. Sign me up. Can I even have a ninja to go with these spell setters? This hand is like really, really good. And opponent's on the mold of 5. If one of these spell setters was like a fairy seer or a delver, it would be like basically perfect to have a turn 1 play, but I am not going to complain about this hand. I'm just saying what it would be if it was perfect. Okay. Well, I can coral net that. I can also just pass with spells that are available for their 1-drop. And then coral net next turn. I think I'm going to do that. If they play a 1 toughness creature, I could consider letting it resolve. Okay, well, I'm going to definitely let that resolve and then gut shot it. Can't even spell setter it anyway. If they went for a 1-drop, I could spell setter it. They're not attacking. Interesting. So they could have Dispel. I guess I'm supposed to gut shot now because if they have Dispel, I can spell setter that. So I'd rather use my mana now. Okay, they just let it resolve. Interesting. So interesting. So now I just coral net this, pass with spell setter up. Could have also run out an end of turn spell setter, but I honestly don't even want to. I will this turn if they don't play a 1-drop. Okay, got their Sentinel. It's huge. I can counter future Sentinels. Just counter that. Any 1-drop, I'm just going to snap spell setter. Quarian, sure. Another 1-drop. Birchlore. Okay. I'm going to just ninja here. I think it's too greedy not to. I just get to draw a card, get my pressure going. I know I can't counter 2-drops now, but I still think it's worth. I will end of turn spells that are here to get my second ninja going. So I could consider letting this resolve because I don't want to lose to Longbow. And that's basically the only thing I lose to here, I think. So I think I'm going to let this resolve. Yeah, if their last card is Longbow, I just don't want to lose to that. Like I said, I should have played spell setter, damn. I fucked up. I just misclicked. That sucks. Alright. Let's start by attacking. They might double block. But yeah, I just messed up. Hopefully it doesn't cost me, but it could. So they are double blocking. Okay. Yeah, I really hope that misclick doesn't cost me because I felt like I'm pretty far ahead. Okay. I have double spells that are up now. Again, I just didn't want to lose to something stupid. So I'm just going to bring my spell setter back here, obviously, and have double spell setter up. Feeling pretty solid still. I think I played correctly by not playing the spell setter, but obviously I just misclicked by not end up turning it. I'll just counter this. I'll save the last one for a longbow though. Oh, scattershot. Well, I have to counter this. Now longbow just might be a little bit too late. This deals 1 damage to each creature with flying, so it just crushes this deck. It's just something you can't let resolve. Play this now in case I draw something I want to play. I have 1 card left. Feeling pretty solid here. Wow. When miscreants go off, it's just so fun. Jeez. This is pretty insane. All right, well, not punished for my slight misplay, and got him. Nice. 3-1. Let's go for the 4-1. I wish I could have shown those first 2 games, but again, it was just between the challenge, so I don't like to post incomplete leagues, but this is an exception, like I said. So if you don't like it, let me know, and I'll just finish incomplete leagues without recording in the future. But still pretty fun. I'm just kind of trying to finish this league quickly, and it's going well. So I'm going to finish out this one, and then I'll record with something else. I'll see you in round 5. Let's go. All right, 3-1 now with Mono Blue Agro. I'm against Barcode, and I feel right at home because I used to play a lot of StarCraft, and I played StarCraft at a really high level, actually. and there was tons of barcodes. So this just makes me feel comfortable. And this is an interesting hand. I want to talk about this for a second before I'm mulliganing it, because this hand looks fine. We have Ponder Preordain, we have Snap as interaction, and I have kept hands like this a lot with the deck. But I think what I've learned is if you're not playing like your early aggro plan and you're trying to play more of a controlling late game, these hands can they sometimes work out and they sometimes don't. And I think by mulliganing, I give myself a better chance to win, to have kind of more an aggressive curve out with actual creatures rather than just cantrips, hope I find something good. Yeah, a lot of times you are able to find something and then you're not down a card, but then you're down tempo anyway. So it's just not a great hand, and I think we can do better. This deck is really consistent, and this hand is so much better. So let's keep. It looks like kind of sketchy with only the one land. Could put back Spire Golem. I can put back one of the faeries here, but I don't really want to. Hmm. This is close. This is a tough choice of what to put back. I don't think I want to put back Ponder either. I think I'm just going to put back Spire Golem because I have a lot of other stuff to do and I'm tight on mana. So it's going to be a long time before I can Spire Golem, and I can maybe just draw other Spire Golems. All right. We'll see if it's mono blue Fae, blue black, or blue red Fae. Being down a card is obviously not good. I'm guessing they're going to be blue red Fae, but we don't know yet. Just a shot in the dark. Could be any of the three decks. They went top top. A lot of mono blue Fae players, they like to play basic islands. So I'm putting them on not mono blue Fae, either blue red or blue black. Yep, called it. I think I'm just gonna block here. I'd rather just trade resources. Preordain with this art, not my favorite. I actually don't hate this matchup from the mono blue side because a lot of times you can just put so much stuff into play that it's hard for them to answer everything. I mean, there's a chance we just don't function here. Okay, this is actually sick because I found a land and a spell to flip this Delver with. So they're yeah, they might have a removal spell for this Delver, which sucks. But I think all these cards are good. I could also play faeries here right now instead of Delver, but I think the opportunity to flip Delver, if they're like, let's say they're stuck on mana or something, or they just want to use all their mana, hope I don't flip Delver, and then I'm able to flip Delver, reveal counterspell, and then have a snap up seems really strong. So let's just draw a land and then counterspell, and then go land Delver. They should expect a Delver flip here. So if they have a removal spell, they should probably play it now, but I think it's just too much value to set up because we don't have many spells to flip over. So getting to do that now is massive. And I think it's worthwhile. Again, if they went top, tap land or fetch land, interesting. Scred, okay, but now are they not going to fetch? Because they went top. So they know they have a good card on top. I'm drawing Ninja next turn. I think I just need to Fairies here, as bad as it is. Bottom, top. Pass. Wow, that's a pretty bold play. Is just top on the preordain. Don't use Terramorphic Expanse. I guess with Brainstorm as well, they want to be able to Brainstorm Shuffle, but then they just give up one mana. So we're drawing land. I think it's necessary to draw land. If they don't have a flying blocker or a removal spell, I can put a ninja into play. And even if they just deploy a flyer, I can think about going snap on it and then get my ninja down. Seems pretty good. So they went brainstorm. They're not going to shuffle. They're just going to brainstorm pass. What's happening? Are they just seeing if I'm F6'd? They're going to augur here. Oh, a braid. Okay. So they don't even want to brainstorm shuffle. I mean, I'm not in the worst spot ever here. So they do brainstorm shuffle. They have 3 cards left. Any 1-drop, I'm gonna try to spell fetter it. At least that forces them to play another removal spell. So they're not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna untap as well. Land is actually good. Because now I could think about going for an end of turn spell setter because I have counterspell up in addition and snap. So we'll see. Frantic inventory, draw 1. It's fine. Second frantic inventory? No. Can't let the second one resolve. Yeah, they could have a third one, but I think I need to fight here. Not ideal. Hopefully it's a cantrip that I can spell setter. Scred. This is not going well. Their deck's kind of doing its thing, kind of crushing us here. Another spell setter is really good, actually. If they ninja here, it's really bad for us. I could snap the ninja. That's probably what I'll have to do. Okay, they just hit for 1. This game could go on for a while longer. All right. So now they're going to try to scred this, and I'm going to play another one. So this might work out reasonably for me. Oh, counterspell? Okay, well now I can just play another spell setter sprite and counter the preordain, and they can't scred it because they had to play the Ash Barons earlier. So their draw is a little bit awkward. We know about scred, but I have snap for this spell setter as well. Or I just ninja it back here. Yeah, this is actually good for me. Wow. Another nice thing about this deck is you can always just play your land because you're not like, oh, am I going to draw a tap land? Because you don't have any of those. So this is exactly where I want to be. I can counter the scred with a spell setter. I can protect something with a snap. We're going to have like 2 things here. I mean, if they have scred plus counterspell, I get wrecked, right? But nothing I can do about that. They're attacking, so they drew a ninja? No. Are they going to play another augur? Why would they attack? They think they can kill this? A braid. I'm going to go for this. Just makes them use an extra interaction spell. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. We still know about their last card is Scred. Another land is brutal. Spire Golem would have been great. Cantrip, basically anything. We're pretty even on resources at this point. If they draw a ninja, I'm kind of screwed, but these mirrors are fun. No, non-land. Okay, well, it's not a good non-land, but I'll have to take it. Nice. Top, let's go. I'll play a land. Who knows if they have like a weird mana leak or something. Which isn't as bad as people think. Mana leak is fine, especially as like a one of. Okay, so they have Scred plus blank. They don't have ninja. I'm not going to run out spell fetter, that's for sure. Now I can just counter most things. I just need them to not find ninja, basically. If they find cantrips or removal spells, it's all good. I think drawing all these spell fetters is good because they're really good in the matchup. They're just sitting there with a Scred in hand. We're just trading 1 for 1. I guess it's not that bad for them, but I'm just stacking up spell fetters. Could have run 1 out, but I honestly don't even want to. This matchup is so grindy. I just no ninja for them, please. I guess frantic inventory would kind of be bad as well. All right, I'll play 1. I just need to do something because this way I can at least counter 2 drops a lot more safely. I still have 2 more spell setters. If I draw Ninja, this is actually a good play as well. Miscreant. It's not a good draw here, but I'll play it. Sometimes this deck plays like one Electric Ring in the main as well, but I'm not going to play around it. I also have double Spell Stutter, so. They're going to Scred here. Just holding out on the Scred. Just playing a bunch of Flying Men here. Sweet. What you got? I mean, if they go for like Counter Spell, definitely just going to let that resolve. Don't care about this Miscreant, really. Oh, they go Spell Stutter Spray? Wow, what art is this? Is this a new art? Interesting art. Haven't decided if I hate it or love it yet, but I feel like I like this art a lot better. I'm just a little nostalgic, I think. I do like this art a lot. This art is sick. I like this style better. I mean, this is Gwei, so Gwei is OP, right? Just gonna keep fighting here. They can't really spread anything to break me up, as far as I know. They could have another counter spell, but I think I'm just fighting, putting a bunch of stuff into play. Another interesting thing I've seen the blue-red decks, wow, they have another counterspell. Oh, Frantic Inventory, Ancestral Recall. Yeah, it's a problem. So I counter the counterspell. And I counter the spell setter. So I have to just hope their draw wasn't that good here. Interesting. Wonder if I should have just let that resolve. I don't think so. I mean, their draws overall were pretty decent. I just need to find a ninja here. They still have a Scred and 3 more cards that they draw off Ancestral Recall. I cannot triple block because then I just get 2 for 1 off a Scred. I do make them use it, but I think I'm just supposed to take. No, they have Ninja. All right, well their deck's doing its thing, and it's why it's decent in the matchup because they're kind of like the bigger mid-range deck here with Frantic Inventories, removal spells, and we kind of petered out when we drew a couple lands. I drew a bunch of spell stutters, but then after that they just were stacking up good cards. Yeah, now they have Bolt and Scred in hand, and they have this. This is bad for me for sure. Okay. The problem is I don't even really have good attacks because of this ninja. They have Bolt and Scred. So if I just play Spire, if I attack with all, play Spire Golem, they just end up turn Scred the Golem, attack, draw cards. I don't think that's good. I could attack with one thing. They'll probably just trade. Because I want to like triple or quad block the ninja. I think I'll just attack with just Fairies here and then play Spire Golem, pass the turn. But yeah, I don't hate this matchup overall. It's always close. The fact that they get quad Pyroblast is pretty rough, but our deck is a little bit more streamlined. Like we come out of the gates quicker for sure. Would have been interesting to just not play Spire Golem that turn, because then they might have just scred like one of my fairies. All right, well they can only play one red removal spell, so I think I'm just gonna block like this. Another ninja is obviously bad, but I can't think of something that would blow me out here by not blocking with it. Maybe I should have just quad blocked, but I didn't. I don't think it matters. Yeah. Ninja returning Augur is just such a brutal play in the mirror here. And obviously I know it's not the exact mirror, but I should get these older bolts. These bolts are pretty sick. Christopher Rush. So they hit Brainstorm. They're just augering a bunch. They hit Scred. Jeez. Ninja? Alright, I'm off it. They have Bolt and Scred in hand still. And a huge board. They had me there. Right. Dispel's coming in. Gut Shot's coming in. Don't think Echoing Truth is coming in. I don't love Snap in the matchup. It's not terrible, but I have liked siding it out because most of their stuff you cannot snap. It can be a decent tempo play. Hydroblast is also interesting. They're gonna have Pyroblast, Bolt, Scred, maybe Electricity. I mean, Faeries here is a little bit weak. I could do this. I'm gonna try it. Just two. I don't want to be overloaded on Hydroblast. I made that mistake in the challenge. I was playing Blue Red Storm, and I was against Blue Red Fae, and I brought in five Hydroblasts, four Hydroblasts, and a Blue Elemental Blast, which I had my sideboard for burn. And I think it was just too much. I don't think you want that many of that effect. All right, let's go game two. Let's try it like this. All right, game two. We're on the play. I'll keep this hand. This hand is slow, but it's actually not bad. We have a turn one Force Spike, which is nice. And we also have a Gut Shot, so yeah, this is just decent. Again, slow, but I don't hate it. This Force Spike is probably going to be able to get something at some point. Be pretty incredible if they can just play around it indefinitely. Hydroblast is also nice, can counter a Pyroblast. Agro Blast, go for it. Please do it. Ah, so close. Another ninja. I'm gonna keep waiting here. They're probably not gonna do anything, but if I draw another land, then I can play Spire Golem with Force Spike and Gut Shot available. And Hydroblast. For what that's worth. Counter spell. Okay, for non-land, it's a good draw. Again, this matchup can go long, so missing a land drop isn't the worst thing here. If I have to discard, it isn't going to be the worst thing. At that point, I might just have to jam a Spire Golem, which is not what I want to do. Okay. Preordain. If they go to Spell Stutter, I have Gut Shot, which is nice. Okay, so I get to Gut Shot this. And then I get to Force Spike like another 2-mana counterspell, which is really good. Okay. How freaking greedy would it be to top? I'm definitely wanting to draw Ponder because I can play it this turn with Force Spike available. Spire Golem is good, especially if I can find one land off the Ponder. I'm gonna top. It's just so greedy. I just need lands. I'm gonna top. I just want to play the long game. And if I hit a land in the next two after that Spire Golem, this line is so good. Nice. That's what I like to see. Pass. I'm drawing Spire Golem next turn. Maybe I was supposed to draw land because then I could Spire Golem for 1 mana. So that was actually a mistake. I should have drawn land. I'll just tank for a second here. Let that resolve. Makes their future spell stutters better, but there's nothing I can do. Depending on what happens this turn, I can think about just running out 2 Spire Golems next turn, though. It's probably not correct. It's probably correct just to run out 1 and then leave up Hydroblast and Force Spike. Yeah, I should have definitely drawn land there, though. I don't know if it's going to matter, but I guess I would have Counterspell and one of these up if I had drawn land, so it's another mistake. Can just take these as moments to improve, though, so not terrible. Are they going to Abrade? All right, let's go Hydroblast. If they fight here, I'll just Force Spike for sure. Nice. Again, it's nice just to fight and be able to use this Force Spike this late in the game. So that was really nice. Yeah, they likely have a Scred or something for this, but it's maybe one less Scred they have for my second one, which is why I kept both. Drawing land, but it's actually not the worst thing ever. They preordain one top, one bottom. They probably just drew the other preordain. Also, the fact that that deck just had actual removal spells when we don't really does make the matchup a little rough. If they attack, I'm still blocking, even though they can 2-for-1 by bolting. Okay. I'm going to attack a ninja here for sure. If they bolt, I'm going to try to counter it. They have 3 cards left. I think I'm actually ahead here. These Spiral Golems are good. What they do on the last preordain? Bottom top? Fiery Cannonade. I mean, that kills their fairies here, but just actually going to counterspell this, I think. I could just let it resolve. I'm just going to let it resolve. I have another ninja, and then I get to go play one Spire Golem, leave up counterspell. Just seems worth it, because now I get to counter their next spell. I like it. Branding inventory, draw 1, that's fine. Okay, yeah, this is looking good. Got shot. It's also decent. Gonna just get this ninja hit in here. Drawing the land would actually be reasonable. Ponder. I'm gonna fire that off. I can just gut shot a spell stutter sprite. So if I draw a land, I can just play 2 Spire Golems and have counterspell up. And then I'll just draw Dispel. It seems good. Kind of sucks. They're just conceding. Okay. It was going to be bad for them because I was going to play 2 Spire Golems with counterspell up that turn. I was just making sure I was going to stack it correctly. And I was going to say it kind of sucks I had to draw Miscreant there, but yeah, the Hydroblast and the Force Spikes were good. I'm going to leave in the Force Spikes. I think they're good enough in this matchup. Maybe they might play around it. I could just board in the Fairy Seers. Board out Force Spike, do the old trick. I'll try it. I talked about it. I'm going to do it. I was just saying I'm not going to do it, but again, if they're just scared of Force Spike the whole time, that's already getting me value. And then if they're playing around it, slowing them down, and it would be dead if they're playing around it anyway. So I like it. And the thing is, like all these little fairies, they often still do require an answer at some point. Could bring in the 3rd Hydroblast, but or maybe even a snap or 2. But let's just run it. Let's go full value. Just rely on the 2 Hydroblast, the Dispels. Yeah, keep this hand. It's not the best ever. It's not that bad though. Terramorphic Expanse. Sweet. Are they going to get Mountain? With this hand, I might just jam a turn 2 Ninja, even if it eats a burn spell. It's just like good use of my mana, I feel like. Yep, they get Mountain. We'll see what they do here. If they play an Augur, I'm definitely getting a Ninja hit in. And I could wait on the Ninja hit. They're going to play a red removal spell on it. I don't really... I guess I do kind of want to preordain because I can gut shot a spell stutter sprite. It's just attack and not ninja, actually. I'm going to change my mind. If I ninja, it's just going to die. Like 100%. And I can deal with the spell stutter here. Yeah, nice. Gut shot is really good against spell stutter. At least like if they don't have other fairies in play. Counterspell, counterspell. Yeah. Even, wow. Just gonna top all day. I think I just want all the counter spells. They're going brainstorm. Are they gonna brainstorm into Augur here? Brainstorm into nothing? Okay, I like that. I could just jam Ninja again, but I'm not going to. If I draw a land next turn, it's so good. Just gonna pass here. Would have been interesting to jam Spire Golem there as well, but it could eat a Scred. I just really want to draw land now. I think drawing all the counter spells was good. I'm gonna let that resolve. That would have been an interesting thing just to counterspell as well, but just to use my mana. Land. Nice. I wonder if I just go Spire Golem here. I think I'm going to, and then I'll Ninja later. Could also just not even play Spire Golem, but I think I like it. They could have Scred plus Counterspell, but then my Ninja's more likely to get a hit in later. I'm really sandbagging the Ninja here. Scred? No. Wow. Drawing land there was just so important for me. Really gave me a chance. Yeah, they can counter back here, but I can beat this. I guess, oh, no, no they can't because the way they tapped. Oh, they have Red Blast. Okay. So I don't even want to let them block with Stormbound Geist here. Could attack with both. They eat here, and then I get my Ninja down. I won't have double Counterspell up after that, though. I think I just wait at least one turn, because if they try to commit something here, and I get to fight over it, and then I draw something else good, and I can then go for Ninja. But yeah, I think I'm supposed to leave up double counter here. If I draw another land, then I can go for it. Yeah, that I have to let resolve. If I had a spell stutter, I would jam it, but I don't. So we also know they brought in Cannonade, which is interesting. Stormbound Geist is really strong in the matchup as well, but Ninja is actually pretty good against it because this can only block flyers. Preordained top Brainstorm. Sure. I just really want them to try to play another creature here. Nope. Land or spell is good here for me, so that's fine. Hydroblast, it's actually not bad. Just gonna keep passing. This is where like a snap would be decent. So they're gonna cycle for mountain. So they shuffled one card away. They have three decent cards in hand, I suppose, because they would have shuffled two cards away if not. Most likely. They're attacking? I don't think this is gonna work out for them because I have triple counterspell. I don't want to take because they could just ninja. I'm gonna block. I know it reset their Stormbound Geist, but they just want to upgrade it. Interesting. They're not gonna try to bolt this or anything. They just wanted to upgrade. Just gonna keep passing here. I want double counterspell plus Hydroblast up right now, I think. I feel like they have Ninja in hand and they were just hoping to get a Ninja hit in, if I'm not mistaken. I drew all four counterspells here. What an interesting spot. Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay. Just keep passing. 6 cards to 4. Both of our board presence is pretty similar. They have more lands, but it doesn't actually do anything. All right. Nice. That's a good one. If they go for Spell Stutter, I'm just going to try to counterspell. because I don't want to get my stuff broken up by removal spells from them. Counterspell. So they have 2 cards left. Counterspell is targeting counterspell. I know they could have Pyroblast here, but yep. So that kind of sucked. I think I was supposed to go for Miscreant though. I still have a good hand, and they have 1 card left. They've just drawn more lands than I have. They also have 2 more lands in the deck compared to me. 2 cards in their hand. Just gonna pass. Another land from them. It's good for me. I'm just thinking if I should hardcast Ninja here. They have 2 cards left. I'm gonna do it, and if they try to counter, I'll just let it resolve. Because Stormbound guys cannot block Ninja. Burn spell on my Ninja, or no? Okay. I think I do want to try to keep this alive now. Because they didn't go for a burn spell end of turn. Oh, they're hardcasting Ninja now? So I did put them on Ninja earlier, and I think I was right. There's the 4th counterspell. Nice. They don't have good blocks on this. They don't have a removal spell. I get to untap. So, play land. Attack with just this. Probably just play another Ninja. Can we get the 4/1? Draw a card. That's so huge. Fairy Seer. I think I am going to Fairy Seer. It sets up my next draws nicely. Okay. Let's go bottom, top. Let's play this. Even though I won't have both my counters up, I think it's worth. They showed they didn't have anything to answer my first Ninja, so playing another one seems great. Like I said, sometimes this deck just, they just got flooded. But yeah, sometimes this deck just puts a bunch of stuff out into play. I don't know if they played all their brainstorms and stuff correctly. Maybe they did, but Spire Golem. Could attack with everything, but maybe next turn. Just gonna attack like this. Another Fairies here, sure. Yeah, this looks great. Let's go top, top. Fairies here. Bottom, top. Spire Golem. And probably can't lose from here. Essentially triple counterspell in hand, and they just got ultra flooded. Yeah, nice. Got the 4/1. Got a couple chests. Got a couple QPs. It's a quick league. Thanks for watching. My channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. My name is Max. Had a really good time. I know this was a quick league. I wish I could have shown you the first 2 rounds. They were pretty interesting. Again, punted versus Tron and then beat that red-white combo deck, which was kind of sweet to see. So unfortunately, I didn't get to show that off on the channel. But as far as changes to this deck, it felt great. I don't know about every card on the sideboard. Gutshot felt so strong in the Fairy Mirrors, and there's a lot of Fae right now. Could go up to 3 or 4. Could cut an Echoing Truth, or these Coral Nets can also be Bind the Monsters. But I actually like Coral Net, so I probably wouldn't change anything. You could do some experimentation with like trying Vapor Snag over Force Spike. But Force Spike was good too. I mean, I think the deck is pretty solid. I wouldn't make any changes. And till next time, thanks so much. Peace.